Well, hello and welcome, people of the internet. I believe this is our last day of Expedition 33, at least in its first playthrough capacity. It's sad, I will admit. This game's been great. Doesn't mean there's not more content. Obviously, we could potentially do a New Game Plus, but there are other games that I would like to get to. And unfortunately, you know, don't have all day to sit here and play games, unlike some other lucky few. So, we're going to get through Endless Tower today. Unless something goes really wonky and we're not able to win. But let's be honest, Mail can smash most things in the game at this point. And, yeah, if all goes well, we may potentially create our character in Oblivion. I don't know yet. Well, we'll see. Depends on how long it takes us to get there. Let's just savor the moment for a little bit. Let's just savor it. I think what's really funny, so I've been putting out shorts recently. Oh shoot. I forgot. I gotta do something before I do all this. Hold the phone. How do I want to do this? Let's do it like this. Do it like this. Do it like that. There we go. Wait 2 seconds. Wait 2 seconds. Okay, we're good. Let's go. Boom. There we go. All right. Didn't want to open up anything that I shouldn't have on screen. Not that there's anything bad. Just, you know, files and stuff. I forgot I got to send off a file to my cousin real quick. So we do that here. It'll take me 2 seconds. Oh, shit. Oh, frick. Did I delete it? Oh, god damn it. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is not good. Did I really just... I think I literally just deleted all this shit. That's not good. I probably still have it on YouTube. I bet I can still find it on YouTube. Why would I delete the videos but keep all of my assets and crap like that? That seems weird. That seems weird to me. I must have it somewhere. That's the big yikers. That's a big yikers. All right, well, I'll have to find it later. Anyway, sorry about that. I forgot. I emailed her this morning. Well, anyway, let's get into some battles. Oh, so as I was saying, hang on, before we do that, I've been putting out shorts a lot more, and I think the funniest reaction that I'm getting is to the gross Tet boss, which is the one that, like, kept smashing into the ground over and over again. And I can tell which people haven't played the game and have just watched the game, or better yet, the ones who didn't even watch the full short. It's like 40 seconds, right? Because I get so many comments. People are like, your team isn't fast enough. You have to invest into agility to make your characters faster. Like, that's how you beat it. And it's like, dude, okay, did you not wait an initial 20 seconds, first of all, until the end of the video where the boss died? Second of all, tell me you've never played the game without telling me you've never played the game. Yes, I'm aware that, like, you need agility for speed, but the boss, that's not how the boss is played. It's a gimmick boss. Like, the boss is gonna go fast. The boss is gonna attack you over and over and over again, you silly goose. So that's what I've been reacting to. All right, let's get a fight on. Let's go ahead and get warmed up. All right, Phantom Stars is boys verso. Get your final 2 attacks in.
Time to end this.
Look at that. How the mighty have fallen. Steel strike. Let's go.
This will hurt.
Send off for the big hit. Easy money. Easy money. Do I still have... Oh, no. We're good. We're good. Okay. We good. Trial complete. All right, let's move on to the next one. Stage 7 Trial 2. Let's go.
Ready to strike.
2 bosses, you say? You know what I do think is slightly strange that I've never fully, like, grasped my head around? Is the fact, like, I get that bosses have health bars. I'm surprised they didn't do, like, a smaller UI with the health bars for each enemy. Because this is a little bit... it's a little bit off-putting seeing 2 health bars but knowing there's 3 enemies. So I'm surprised they didn't do like one there, one in, well, I can't, like, my hand gets cut off, right? But one in the middle and then one way over and just shrink them down. So rather than stacking them vertically, put them horizontally. And then you also don't have to hover over all of them to see their health bars. You can just see it at the top, see all their statuses. I'm surprised they didn't do that. That seems like a weird thing to do. I get that when you're not fighting bosses, it clears up the screen. But then, like, once you get to this situation, or you get to it, like, right now, it seems weird that I can't see, like, you know, obviously I know the guy on the right is broken, and he's double marked, and he's burned, and defenseless. But, like, in order for me to see that, Actually, I can't even... Oh, yeah, but now it's, like, down at the bottom of the screen and covered by my gradient charges.
Prepare for oblivion.
I'm ready.
Alright, can you just Phantom Strike and kill everybody? Probably. It's a mark. Yeah. Yeah, easy money. We should probably get everyone to 9... Or, actually, I take that back. I'm not getting everyone to 99. Monoko, you can stay down there, buddy.
Reborn once more. Phantom stars. Maximum damage.
But I should probably get as many as I can to 99.
This will hurt.
Although that might be a lot of grinding. That might be too much grinding than what I actually want to do. Ooh, Clair hair. Is that for... That's got to be for CL. And Fueling Break, I believe... Oh, that's just a level up. That's just a level up. I already had that one. Because again, I only have two more to get. Wait, didn't I get white hair? Yeah, I had white hair for CL. Why did you change your hairstyle? Although the Clair hairstyle actually looks... Okay. Okay. CL's a braids girl. Okay, she's got to cover that forehead. The hairstyle is actually not bad, but yeah, it's white hair all the way. I don't know why you didn't keep your white hair. That's on you. You need to fix that. It's white hair all the way. White hair or done. Oh, Francois!
Did I die again?
All right. Sorry, Francois, but you are super dead here, bud. Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that. What am I doing? I guess we line up a Seal Strike in case...
Prepare for oblivion.
Again, like, in case someone doesn't die, that's would be super weird at this point, though.
That's what we know.
Game actually made me have to dodge. That's not bad. That's not bad. All right. 8-2. Let's go. Oh, that boy's got a lot of shields.
Here we go again.
Yeah, that wasn't good. That wasn't good timing on my part. Hang on now. Hang on now. Don't you have the shovel? Did I put the wrong weapon on you? Do you not have Chevron right now? I thought you were supposed to start at S rank. What's going on here? Yeah, what's going on there? Oh, wait. Does auto death screw over Chevron? Have I been missing that this whole time?
En garde.
I imagine that has to be it. Ooh, that's not good then. That doesn't do what I want it to do.
Not looking good. Prepare for annihilation.
Let's play.
Careful now.
Okay. Yes, that's kind of awkward. That is kind of awkward. Oh, I wonder. I wonder if there's some interesting, like, coding here. So I wonder if the way that his level 4 is actually working is that you start the battle at rank S. If you lose S rank, maybe then you can start being healed or gain shields. Or potentially, because he's dead when he gains the shield, he doesn't have this ability on him. So that's what's allowing him to get shields. Unfortunately, that means that he's not getting the damage bonus. Again, not a super big deal right now for what we're doing.
You're outmatched.
Yeah. Okay. That's what's going on here. I see now. Alright, so I wasn't as clever as I thought I was.
Phantom stars.
The dance begins. Prepare for annihilation.
Oh, that was real bad.
En garde. Lost chance. Blades sharpened. Fiery.
You know what? Let's actually swap that over. So, the only thing that I really need to do here is swap off auto death and swap auto death onto CL. Because she already has breaking and burning death. But does she have... I think she has second chance on. Because I had her like a death character. Yeah, she does have second chance and she has shortcut. Although, do I still want her to have shortcut? Honestly, that's kind of just going to make things go longer. I think I'm just going to turn that off. So I don't think that that's necessary.
Lady Luck swings today.
Oh, but that means that Verso is a lot slower now. Oh, probably because he doesn't have first strike. Okay, we can just put first strike on him. That's fine. Okay, so we'll just skip this turn. We'll come over here. So we'll just go...
The cards have spoken.
Okay, she does some fine damage. But we'll go intervention. We'll pass over to Verso so he can break.
Maximum damage.
There we go. Now he's S rank. Okay.
My turn.
That makes a lot more sense. Whoops.
Watch out.
What are we doing for greeting text? Striker! Let's try it. It's probably gonna dodge that, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Could have killed, just wasn't targeting it. Okay, so then we need to put first strike here. Yeah, There we go. Okay, that should put us in the correct order.
Cut him down.
Perfect.
Phantom stars.
Although, I actually probably shouldn't be. This is power, right? It certainly is. I actually probably should not be doing that because then I lose out on the mark here. Lose out on the double mark. Again, not that it matters. She's still gonna... Yeah, she's still one-shot and everything.
Finesse and grace.
Then we just pop this guy's balloon. Oh, I actually didn't have enough there.
Here we go.
Let's see here. All right, let's go ahead and go till you have 4. Oh shit, I need 5 for that. That's fine. That's Kyle's turn. And then we just spam. Yeah, there we go. Easy. Yeah, we're on like floor. What are we on? Stage 9, trial 3. Moving on through it.
Time to end this.
But flyers screw up the progress. Like screw up my turn order.
Maximum damage.
Yeah, so like here, like I said again, we can just set up.
Prepare for oblivion.
Set up Seal Strike.
Yeah.
Male nerf helped me get out of the one-shot combo addiction. I'm now in the Verso gun addiction. I'll be honest, even with the nerf, I mean, she's gonna get a one-shot right here.
For annihilation.
Ooh, so close. So close, actually. I mean, she still hits like a truck.
Fiery.
But to be completely honest, though, I don't know that it has... Okay, Russian Powerful. I needed that one. I don't know that it necessarily has anything to do with my L. I think you could really do it with anyone. I think as soon as the auto death, the auto death tech broke, I think you can do it with anyone. Because as long as you have, basically it's like Verso go first, break them all, and then you get extra damage from stun, and then just anyone can go hog wild. Are we just going to be all old people now? Yep, we're just all old people now. We're all elderly. Oh, the other one was Russian. Why do you only have 2? How rude. Rush on powerful speed and crit. Sure, and it helps us unlock that. Okay, you also all have 3. Yeah, don't be doing me like that. You could have been critting 12% more. Okay, 10-1. Let's go. 10-1. Let's go. Ooh, that's a lot of shields.
Let's carve a path.
I hope in the future, I mentioned this a couple times, but I do hope that in the future they add a toggle in the settings to be able to toggle on and off like status effects on your characters. So, you know, things like this inverted affinity, turn that off, turn off the blood, I hope. What is this game called? This game is Pokemans, Jake. It is Pokemans. Yep, that's what it is. Pokemans. Hang on. Everything needs to pause here. Everything needs to pause here. Because, Jake, I've been waiting like 22 hours. I figured it out. I figured it out like 15 minutes after we ended the stream. Oh. I was like, I thought you were joking. Like, what is this game? Like, yeah, we figured that out. So, my description of it was actually pretty close. Now, the cover, I will say, what I should have said, I think this would have been more fair to you. Instead of saying Arabian themed, I should have just said the guy wields a scimitar. That would have been much more fair. There is definitely like a sub-Arabian theme, but you'll see kind of what I mean when you see the cover, right? Because I pulled this up. I left this up so that way I can show you. But I was right about the girl being like a dancer slash gypsy style character. Here we go. The reveal. Pirates of the Dark Water. That's what it was. So I actually left this up. So here, let me right here. So this is the level, one of the levels I was thinking of in the forest. You know, a lot of like dark, deep blues and purples. So I remember this vividly, and I remembered this level. Right? So all like these, I never had an SNES. This is Sega Genesis. I had this box. So this is the level that I was talking about. But like these, right? Like I couldn't pull out details, but I remembered this like color palette. I remembered the guy having a scimitar. I was wrong about him being like a big bulky character. I was totally wrong about that. So that's my bet. Like I said, I might have been creating false memories. The thing is weird though. I don't remember like any of this big text box stuff. I don't remember any of this. This is completely foreign. Oh, your site only has the SNES version. But yeah, I was going through, like, I watched the intro. I have zero memory of this. The only like I said, I only slightly remember the cover, and I remember this level. I remember some of the sound effects, you know, kind of like they come to me kind of distantly. And I don't know why I even had this game. Because like it apparently comes from a television show. Oh wait, let me see what it looks like on SNES. Pirates of the Dark Water SNES. Yeah, I mean that looks pretty different. That looks pretty different. But that was going to be hard, because like if I saw that, I wouldn't have been able to pull it out of my memory bank. I would have had to see this. Where's my freaking... There we go. Sega version seems to be... Sega version has 3D moving too? Does it? Depending on what you mean. I mean, it's a Hanna-Barbera show? Yeah, see, I never saw the show. So I have no idea... like where my family got it for me, because I don't think I would have picked that out as a kid. So I have no idea how it got in my gaming collection as a kid, but that was one of the ones on my list that I did have. I did watch Hanna-Barbera stuff though. You know, I don't remember all of it. The one that I do remember, I watched Dink the Dinosaur. My brother was in The Land Before Time, but for some reason I like Dink. I have no idea why.
Prepare for annihilation.
Oh, is this mofo? Yeah, he's flying. Piece of shit. Yeah, I get shot. That was weird. I was scrolling through. I found that the Google Drive of all the Sega Genesis games, and I went all the way from A, and I got there, and immediately I was like, that's it. And it happened just like I said it would. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yep, that's it. 100%. Watch clips of both the NSEOS version, high quality, and looks like Capcom arcade games of the era. The Sega Genesis looks like a budget title. I wouldn't be surprised. you know, SNES, obviously, in hindsight, you know, the more prestigious console. That's always the case. There, you know, whenever a game comes out multi-platform, there's always going to be, you know, one console that just doesn't get the love the other ones do. If I had to guess, I don't know this for certain, but I'm guessing that the SNES was potentially more powerful than the Genesis. It's not like the Genesis lasted too long, but you did say there was like 600 titles plus JP titles, which is crazy for a system that I didn't think was all that popular to begin with.
Spill some ink.
Okay, we're getting to the point where things aren't dying. That's different. I'm not used to that. Okay, let's see. CL needs some time to shine. There we go. That's her time to shine. Oh, also let me know. So I'm trying out a few different settings. Let me know if you notice a difference in my... I went from Atari to Genesis to N64. Wait, hold up. Atari to Genesis to N64 to SNES to PlayStation, PS2 to Xbox. Damn, you had it all. Let me know if you notice a difference in my response times on your end. I tried to mess with some settings to fix the latency, because the 15-second latency or whatever was bugging the crap out of me. It's like obnoxious to have a conversation that slowly. So hopefully it fixes the delay a bit, but just in general, if you notice any difference to the speed at which I can respond to you, let me know. That would be a big help. But that's a big jump. So Genesis to N64. Yeah, see, I missed that whole like middle generation. So it's much better, honestly. Okay, sweet. I'm hoping, so as long as, so I have some other stuff going on in the back end. Okay, so I think, yeah, so like that stutter there was my game, not the stream. So I'm trying out some different settings today, as, you know, honestly, we're pretty, it seems pretty good to me, given that I'm watching from Southeast Asia. Well, first of all, hello to Southeast Asia. But that sounds pretty sweet. Because there's not a... I mean, we're almost on the game. We got, like, barely anything to go. So I'm trying out some different settings here. You know, while we have... It's not dead air, but you know what I mean, right? We're not, like, starting a new playthrough or anything. So, trying out some different ways to record. Because one of the issues I've been having for, like, creating content for YouTube is, like, for example, if I want to use this footage in a video... It's got my face and comments on it, right? And if I want the video clean, I haven't been able to do that. So I'm trying out some things in the background that allow me to record sources separately. And I don't know what kind of strain that's going to put on my graphics card and whatnot while playing. So so far we're doing okay. 0 drop frames. Hey. That being said, I've noticed a couple stutters in the game, but that's not a big deal. That's going to happen regardless. Even if we have a perfect computer, games don't run perfectly.
Maximum damage.
Dinner of broccoli and bacon. I have never heard of bacon being the primary protein of a dinner. It should be, but I've never heard of that. That seems like a pretty good one, though. My own dinner. So,
let's carve a path.
Excuse me. My own dinner, I was a little hesitant on. It, in theory, should have been great. But at the beginning, it smelled a little bit like feet. It tasted better than it smelled. I just did like a Greek turkey bowl. So like cauliflower rice, ground turkey, cucumber, tomato, red onion, and then like tzatziki sauce with some Greek yogurt. It was decent, but like I said, it smelled a little bit like feet, and I was a little hesitant to take that first bite. But after I got past the first bite, I was like, all right. I think I can mess with this. Salted bacon mixed with the broccoli. Pretty simple, healthy, got protein. Yeah, no doubt. So one of my favorite salads to go to whenever, you know, my family's going to like a party or whatever is it's like broccoli salad. It's basically just broccoli and bacon, but it has like a mayo vinegar, I'll call it dressing, but it's a very light dressing. Typically has like cheese, like cubed cheese in it. sunflower seeds. You would be surprised at how much flavor change there is if you add sunflower seeds versus not. Red onions and raisins. It's really good. And walnuts, yeah, you can add walnuts too. I'm not personally a big fan of walnuts, but my mom has definitely, she's occasionally added walnuts. Unless she's making it for me. Then she doesn't, because she knows I don't like nuts. It's like nuts and cookies. You know, my dad's a big baker. He loves making cookies. He likes making homemade ice cream. And he'll make cookies. And I'll see what looks like a chocolate chip cookie, and he's like, yeah, it's a walnut cookie. I'm like, why the... why? Or he does like, oh yeah, it's raisins and walnuts. Like, dude, just give me a chocolate chip cookie. It's so simple. But he's got to be contrarian. So we had this guy in my town. He doesn't work here anymore. He had an ice cream shop just down the street from where I live. And this guy, he like traveled the world studying flavors or whatever. I think it's a crock of shit, honestly. His big like twist on ice cream was he put all these like weird flavors together. So he had a chili powder and chocolate. He had a sweet corn and lobster. Remember, these are ice creams. He had one that was, I think, pine and something else. He had a lavender and something else. Ugh, not good. I personally didn't like it. My dad loved it. It was one of those things, it's kind of like whiskey, where you're not going to chug a... Okay. Most people who just, like, aren't in college aren't just going to, like, chug it, right? Whiskey's a sip and drink. It was the same thing with this ice cream. It's not something that you're going to get a giant bowl and eat. You're going to take, like, a little cup and eat a tiny bit of it. He was a big fan of it.
Prepare for oblivion.
I was not so much, like I said. But because of that, he kind of like, not studied, but he asked this guy a lot of questions about, you know, how he came up with these flavors, where did he study, where did he travel to. Oh, frick. That wasn't even the button that I clicked. And so he tries to do that himself. Like, he makes homemade ice cream now. He never got recipes from the guy or anything. But he actually does do a pretty good, like, sweet corn and molasses ice cream. That's actually not bad.
The cards have spoken. Well, well.
Wow, this fight's gone to shit, hasn't it? The most sounding thing. Which one? The lobster and sweet corn, or just all of it? I wouldn't be surprised with just all of it. There's some weird stuff in other places too. Ooh, angel eyes. I want to see that one.
I'll always come back.
En garde.
God dang, he ain't dead yet? Alright, last chance. Let's go.
Last chance. Not giving up.
Alright. Extend all this guy in the face.
Fiery.
Yeah, so to not one-shot these guys, I just have to not hit with the prompts. Yeah, I mean, it's... Look, if he started putting, like, clams in ice cream, now we're talking this guy has mental issues, right? But lobster is just... I didn't try the lobster one, but I have to imagine that it's just kind of sweet flavoring, because lobster's pretty sweet. But I mean, you know, you're Canadian. You're not that far off. If you ask the guy from Kitchen Nightmares, that Gordon Ramsay show, that there was a prick on there who sold Canadian lobsters as Maine lobsters.
I'm back.
And Gordon's like, you can't sell Canadian lobsters as Maine. He's like, it's the same animal. They come from the same water. It's like, yeah, but the fact that you even just call them Maine lobsters means you know that there's a difference between the two. You can't just, like, do that. But I get that. Whenever I travel, you know, and which hasn't been for a long time, but people be like, where are you from? And I say Maine, and they're like, oh, that's like Canada, right? It's like, no, it's not.
Prepare for oblivion.
Thank you very
yeah.
much. Remember that James Beard Award winning guy on Final Table having next level clam chowder? Ooh, I haven't heard about that, but that would be delicious. I love clam chowder. Ooh, that's delicious. The problem is anywhere that I really get clam chowder around here, they always cut up the clam so small. Like, I don't want a little tiny one. I want a big fat one. I know people when they talk about steamers, I know a lot of people just like the necks, like the chewy tough part, but I like the bellies. Ooh, the bellies are good. They're nice and sweet. Y'all mess with seafood? Hey, that's fair. That's fair. For people who don't mess with it, I get it. I get it. It's a very specific taste. Me personally, I don't really like a lot of like fish, right? I like shellfish, fine, and I like raw fish. I don't really like cooked fish. It's weird. It is weird. I understand that, but like sushi's my thing. I'll eat sushi all day.
Okay.
See, and that's great. Anytime you get fish, you just hand it off to the wife. She eats it for you. And then something else, she doesn't like steak or whatever. Boom, you got 2 steaks. And it's great. And everybody's happy.
Annihilation.
Man, just get 2 surf and turfs. You guys are in a gold mine. You got the turf, and she's got the surf. Wait, is this it? Isn't this the last one? Stage 3, Trial 3? Are we on? Did I just like mindlessly go through this? Looks like a final fight.
Don't worry. I'm
Did
here.
I just like mindlessly go through Endless Tower?
Phantom stars. Cut him down.
Fried haddock from the nearby store, and she likes oh, she likes her steak too? Well, she just likes it all. She's that's the problem. That's the big problem. You guys got the same amount of health.
Time to hit big.
Alright, big damage on your mama. Oh god, I think that's the first enemy that hasn't died to a Stendhal. That being said, I think they're still gonna die before they get a turn. Alright, do another one. Oh, I missed. Oh, wait, I only have to kill one of them? Oh, they share a health pool. I just realized that. Because now I remember thinking back, looking at the curator's health pool, and I was like, I didn't hit him that hard. Cool. Wait. I was looking at so I was looking at this, and I saw Claire, but I was thinking Clea. Who the frick is Claire? Is that for Mayel? No. Who is that for? Am I crazy? Did I just see an outfit called Claire? Oh, yeah, right here. So is Claire? So Claire must just be a word then, because to me, that's a name. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what the deal with that is. It means clear. Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, see, I saw the name, and I was like, who the frick is that? Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, the game name is Clair Obscur. I was thinking, yeah, it's Expedition. Yeah, okay, I get it. So is that it? That's it. No pomp and circumstance. Oh wait, do I have to talk to you? Not bad. I'm impressed. Did you have fun? I did. Good. It's about time. Some advice: don't let yourself get caught up in other people's drama. Neither of them are adult enough for the conversation they need to have. Until they face their grief, they're better apart than together. But instead, they do this and pull others into their mess, like you, trapped in Aline's delusion. And before you call me a hypocrite, yes, I did get involved. I gave Renoir the edge he needed. Otherwise, she would have overpowered him long ago. She is, after all, the stronger painter. But there's a difference between helping and getting sucked in. This is not your battle. Don't let their mess become yours. Aline would rather lose herself in make-believe than face reality. It's a drug she's unwilling to resist. Don't make the same mistake. And Renoir, he's terrified of losing more family. And his response is to try and bend everyone to his will. Don't let his fear end up controlling you. It's not selfish to make your own choices, sister. You've made great strides since I last saw you. Don't go backwards. Take this. A reminder that you control your life. And if you're not having fun, do something else. And now we have Mael's original hairstyle, which is still, I think, the best one, in white. Wait, does Luna have white hair? Did we ever get a white hair for her? Yeah, we did. Now let's put her in pure too. Now everybody's all white. Oh wait, Monoko, you got something white, buddy? Okay, his pure is black. Okay, let's put him in that. We'll put him. Oh my good lord, how is that any different? Yep, close enough. Close enough. Look at the squad. Actually, you can't really see the squad because they're all over there. Swear to God, the game keep hinting at a third ending. I know. Put him in the suit. Yeah, he's in the suit. He's got the sneaks. He's got the bracelets. He's looking fly. I thought that was going to take way longer than it did. I thought it's going to take way longer than it did. Man, there are people doing this like day in and day out, huh? Just grinding this, not like grinding, but just like playing the same level over and over, trying to eke out damage. Yeah, Endless Tower gets smoked. Yeah, it did. It got very much smoked. All right. So I think then, because that was the case, let me go over here. We are going to, well, first of all, I got to install it, but we're going to create our character here for, what the fuck am I typing in? Oblivion. Yes, I'm old enough to access this game. Don't ask me that question. How dare you? What do I get for the deluxe version of the game? Something worthwhile, or is it something stupid? A digital art book? Blah. New quests for unique digital Akatosh and Maroon's Dagon armors, weapons, and horse armor. You can do it by side quest and not by purchasing? Wow. Not worth. All right. Regular version. View Macarte. Continue to payment. That better not be on the screen, you dinguses. Yeah. No. We're not getting the deluxe version. We decided against that. I had to see what was in it though. Had to see what was in it. Boom. Install. Not enough space. What the shit? How, 120 gigabytes? What the fuck's on this? A bar of gold? Jesus Christ. I gotta delete some of my games. To be fair, I have a fuck ton of games installed because I just don't delete them when I was reviewing them. They let the atrocious enemy scaling and force 4K textures. Well, god dang. At least it's going to look pretty. At least it's going to look pretty. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, is there anything else to do in Clair Obscur? Well, I mean, until they come up with, unless they come out with the new content, I think we've done everything in the game. Let's get rid of that. I wish you could just select and uninstall en masse. That would be so helpful. All these stupid demos going to take up. Well, I probably should have returned that game. I played that for less than an hour. I was going to do a whole series on that and then stop doing roguelikes. That's $25 down the drain. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, what does this put us at? What does this put us at? I just deleted like 20 games. The problem, of course, is that all these games are like megabytes big. Holy shit, I only cleared 3 gigs. We're gonna be here a while. You can put a nail in this painting. I appreciate the way you put that. What is this? The Silent Kingdom. Yeah, that's a video that never got put out because that was a stupid game. I played that game for like 2.5 hours. It was like a 2.5 hour demo. And as I was playing through it, it was a very much a, like, it was turn-based, right? But it was just a 2D, like, anime style game. And, what the fuck is Aegis Force? And as I was playing, I kept going like, where the frick is the gameplay? There was so much story. And then after the 2.5 hours, when there was maybe 3 fights, I realized in the description, I forgot what the word was, but there was a word they used to describe what kind of game it was, and it's a visual novel for girls. Or typically for girls. So there's like barely any fighting, and I'm like, why the frick did I play this for 2.5 hours? I kept expecting, like, the fight that it had was fine. What the frick? Get out of here. The fight that I had was totally fine. Otome. Yeah, there you go. You know exactly what it is. Yeah, I didn't know what that was. I just saw, like, Otome turn-based game. I was like, all right, cool. This art style looks cool. And then, like, an hour and a half later, I was like, where the frick are the fights? But at that point, I was like, I'm already in this for an hour and a half, so we're going to keep going. Oh my god, I think Tap Wizard is an incremental game that runs in the background. That thing's probably been going for like 3 months. God, looking back at all so many bad games that just never got played. So many. All right, what are we at now? That's like another, it's like another 20 games. 118.28, and I need 118.82 free. Rude. Rude. Check out even more on top of that. Yeah, I mean, that used to be the case, but I don't know. It ran its course. I'll be honest. One of the things, because now that I'm not kind of in no big games you can reinstall later. No, dude, no. It's all, seriously, it is all just small roguelikes. One of the big okay, that should be enough. Okay, that's enough. So we can get this going, and then I can get the music back. Yeah, BG3 is a good one. I haven't had that installed in a bit. Yeah, dude, the roguelike thing, it kind of petered out. Honestly, not, I don't mean to, I'm not necessarily gonna speak bad about this other creator, because what he's doing well. I just don't understand the boom in popularity. But there was this other creator who was in the same roguelike space, and we were both, well, to be fair, I kind of restarted my channel, and he was a couple thousand subscribers less than me, but he started in doing the roguelike thing, so he already had the audience for it. But I had some other friends in the genre. Roguelike is a mechanic. Whatever. In the roguelike space. Say it like that. You know, I had some other friends, some that still do it. And he's just kind of taken over the space. Because, like, even the big ones, like, I know, I get, you know, like one, the two like big ones. There's a couple big ones, but like the two biggest ones that I know of are Wanderbots and Retromation, and they're both kind of big enough to do their own thing. Retromation, as far as I know, I mean, last I checked was like a month or two ago. He's basically all in on the bazaar. But this other guy just like took off, and yeah, okay, so you know a lot more than I thought you did. Yeah, so he's basically a bazaar channel now. But this guy Idle Cub just like blew up out of nowhere. Like, his videos were getting a couple thousand views, and then all of a sudden, every single video he dropped was like 50K, 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 50K. And it was like, how? He is German. Yeah. And it was like, we kept talking in our group, and I won't name the other ones just to kind of keep them out of it. But it was just like, and no one ever talked bad about him. It was just like, we were trying to figure out, like, what is he doing right? Like, he's clearly doing something right because he's very popular. He's hitting the algorithm perfectly, but it's like, what is he doing that is so great? And we just never could figure it out. It was just like this weird X factor that he had. Yeah, we were trying to figure out how he exploded in popularity so quickly. And it wasn't even like an explosion, right? Because typically when I think of like exploding in popularity, it's like really big peak and then you kind of peter back down. He's like still up. He's still banger after every video. Is like, it's like your minimum average was like 20K. So I don't know. You know, it's not, by no means do I think he's a bad creator at all. I think he's a good creator, but do I see anything in it that like necessarily stands out as being like the best? Like, for example, you know, when Queso took off, Queso was freaking funny when he was doing the IO game with the ball. Like, I remember playing that way back in the day, and him just being loud and obnoxious, and, you know, well, obnoxious in like a fun way, right? But seeing that, like, I totally get that. But it wasn't like Idle Cup was necessarily doing anything different. I guess he was just kind of doing solid content. And to me, it was like, if you're just doing solid content, there are so many other people that are doing the same thing solidly. Why does the algorithm pick up here as opposed to somewhere else? It was weird. I mean, hey, it happens. It's luck of the draw. Like, you put in the work, and he does. He puts in the work. He puts out videos all the time, and occasionally, like, I don't think that anybody. I think that there's a lot of people who, when they talk about success, obviously, hard work is number one. You're not going to get successful if you are just lucky, because all luck is preparing. Like, preparation and time lining up. Boom. There's your luck. But you have to put in the work as well. But I do think that you have to have, even if you put in all the work, you still have to have a certain percentage of luck. You have to have it somewhere, right? And so for him, he put in all the work, and the luck just happened to be on his side at one point. Again, not taking away the work you put in. Just everybody who's successful has to be lucky at some point. Hey, Nathan, how's it going? Adobo's another one. I don't know that I know that name. To be fair, like, depending on who Adobo is, like, I don't keep track of, like, a lot of the big content creators. So, like, for example, Jinxie was one that I didn't know about until he was already, like, I say mid-peak, right? But, like, mid the giant growth. And because, like, when I was watching Twitch a lot, like, the big ones were Asmongold, XQC, Summit 1G, Dr. Disrespect. Who else was big? I guess, like, a lot of these people obviously still are, but, like, I had never heard of Jinxie until all of a sudden he was, like, one of the biggest. It was like, where did this guy come from? Right place, right time. Yep, absolutely. Like, you got to put in the work to get to the point where when that right time comes along, you're already prepared for it. Don't watch Twitch at all. I found most streams insufferable. Thanks. At least you put in most. No, but I get it. There's that funny, there's like a funny short. I forgot what the guy's name is. At this point, Jake, you're probably gonna know. You know about everything pretty much. But there's a guy he does YouTube shorts. He's got like long hair, kind of thinning, kind of a thin beard. He does a lot of like comedy sketches. And he did one about, you know, like, you know, there's a guy who's like, I actually watch Twitch streams live, and then his other character's like, you exist? I thought you were just a myth. I thought everyone just watches, you know, the clips on YouTube. Because I'm the same way. I don't have time to watch Twitch streams. I'll watch the cutout segments on YouTube, you know. But a lot of that comes down to who you watch. You know, I tend to watch a lot of people who do, you know, more coverage on either political or gaming news. And so I don't need to be there for the whole thing. I just need to find what's the one story I want to listen to, and that's what I watch. But I'm an old man. I can't do the high energy 95% of the time, the memes, the skibbities, the Riz. I don't know. I don't know what that stuff is. I know about rocking chairs and prune juice. Pokemon hacks. Pokestreamers might be the most annoying beings. Really? Oh, man. Clam chowder. Oh, yeah. Nice warm bowl of clam chowder. Hang on. Is there anything that I've missed here? Trying to think if there's anything that I've missed. You know what we'll do? Well, I'll just go and I'll finish up the Pictos. I gotta get those all unlocked. God, such a sweet shot. Such a sweet shot. Alright, so let's go ahead and swap all these out. And then, should the day ever come, I think there's gotta be some DLC planned. Because you have a bunch of red doors up there in the tower that don't go anywhere. So I'm assuming that they'll probably do something there. And if I'm being honest with how successful this game was, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have anything planned. And now they're like, okay, we have to change course, and we gotta plan something. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if the sudden success of the game changed their plans, if they didn't have plans to do it in the beginning. But I do know the lead developer of the game had an interview with Carnage, and he asked him, like, do you have any plans for DLC or any future content? And he gave a very political answer, right? Which is the smart thing to do. And he's like, right now we're just focused on the game just came out. We got to do bug fixes, all that kind of stuff.
Got smiles today.
So I'm not surprised to hear that. But if I had to think about it, I think that means there will be DLC. Again, I'm being a little bit optimistic here, but I would assume that if they knew for a fact they weren't planning DLC, they would just straight up say, no, this is what we're doing. But the fact they left it open-ended means they're probably thinking about it. If I had to guess. Right? Because I think it would be the smart thing that if you know... Holy frick, wait, why is the game so goddamn loud? Yeah, I prefer that too. Why the frick? Where's my mouse? Mouse? Mouse. It's broken. It's dead. There we go. Okay, yeah, let's turn that way down. What the frick? Why is that so loud? Are you just running an RPG binge for a bit? No comment. Let's leave that one open-ended. I don't know. Isn't that the beauty of it? I don't know. Yeah, I totally get the question. The answer is there's not a good one there. I know, because I was all about the we're gonna play all the Fire Emblems, right?
Let's have some fun.
I wish I had a better answer. This is yeah, no. I get that, and I appreciate that a lot. I wish I had a better answer. Not well, no. Right. I said that weird. Not that your interest was when are we going to return, more so because I had already previously said that's what we were going to do. And then I guess I was saying that more for me. All right. Stream of thought here. Stream of thought. Because I'm an open person. I don't care about the behind the scenes stuff. So back when I was still doing all the roguelike stuff, I never really had any intention to like come off of playing roguelikes, but I started playing Crawl Tactics, which was kind of like the gateway. And because I was playing through Crawl Tactics, then Those Who Rule came out, and I was like, okay, well, this is reasonable enough to like cross over and do these at the same time. They pull in kind of similar audiences. Let's give this a shot, and I enjoyed playing that, so I played it through. And then after that was up, I was like, oh, Dark Deity 2 is coming out. I always want to play Dark Deity 1. This game looks great. Reminds me of, you know, Fire Emblem, which was a series that I didn't get as much time with that I wanted. So I played that, and then from there I was just like, oh, well, I guess we're just going to do this type of stuff from here all out. Pinch Crawl Tactics got me into your channel. Really? I don't think I actually knew that. Yeah, so I played through that. Right, so Dark Deity 2, played through that, and then, of course, I had seen stuff for Expedition 33. It's like, this seems right up my alley, and of course is turn-based, so if I'm going to do, like, this whole turn-based, like, switch-up on the channel, let's give this a shot. Obviously, I like playing this. And it's gotten to a point where I don't really have a set plan of what I want my content to be. It's kind of the issue that I'm running into. It's kind of the thing that I spend a lot of time thinking about. Because one thing that I know that I don't really want to do, because like, okay, let's think about it like this. There's basically 3 different categories that you could make content in, right? At this point, you can stream, do shorts, and do YouTube content. And if you want to include Instagram there, you can, but that's for girls. I don't think guys do anything with Instagram. And so shorts are easy because you just take basically whatever you're doing on stream, you find the highlights, you post it up as shorts, and it gets added. We've even had a couple people pop into the stream before and say, "Hey, found you from shorts." Cool. The YouTube stuff, because the streaming isn't. I think that is the part that's mostly answered. Because for the most part, it's just playing the game. That's not the tough thing, right? It's more so like, where do you want to categorize yourself in terms of games? I think the more so the question that I'm having and trying to figure out is when it comes to YouTube. That's the hard thing right now, to figure out what exactly I want to do there. Right, because with roguelikes and stuff, it's easy, right? The gameplay loop is roughly an hour long, so you just pump out a playthrough. Let's do a run, boom, post it, easy. But when it comes to like these more RPG games, it's like I pretty much know that I don't want to do like guides, right? I've already done guides when it came to Arc Knights and Genshin Impact, which is what I did years ago when I first started the channel. And guides are not great. I don't really like. Yeah, I know. Gotcha. Yeah. So I don't really want to do the guides. I think there's a difference between a more like traditional guide versus the video that I put out a couple days ago, which is just me talking about the team that I was playing. I feel like that's a little bit different, but I don't want to do like, oh, here's the priority for what the best sword is for how much damage they do tiered on Mael when it comes to this specific boss with the like that. That's way too specific. It takes up too much time, and I'm not a number cruncher. But yeah, the difficulty definitely comes in from balancing appeal and personal interest, I think. Because like I said, when it comes to streams, you just pick, you pick games that appeal and you just play them. And so then it comes down to like, oh, do I want to do just review games? Here we go. Potentially. We're going to try that out here, actually, in like a week and a half or two. I actually have a game that I will have access to that's a pretty big release, that the publisher actually reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to take a look early. So that's pretty cool. I don't think I can say what the game is yet, so I'm just not going to go into details on that, obviously. But that'll be cool as a little bit of a different thing to try out, see if I enjoy doing that. So it'll be a learning process for myself a bit, kind of relearning, I should say. Because coming back to it, like, yeah, because while I've been in this, I mean, I did it for about a year 3 years ago, and I'm coming up on about a year again. We'll see. Where are we at here with points? Oh, we're good. Okay, so we can reset these. Christopher Odd, is that a game? Most of my YouTube watch time is long form content. 30 minutes is a short video. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Like 40 minutes to an hour is pretty average for what I watch. Let's go Breaking Slow. How many do I actually have? He's deving a game. You know what? That name sounds familiar. Now that you say it, but I couldn't like pin down what he does for content. Okay, Longer Rush. Because I think the real question that people have to ask themselves, and I guess more so I'm talking about myself here, right? But it does apply to everybody, is if you're going to get into content creation, what do you want to get out of it? And honestly, for myself, I kind of just want to play sweet games and talk to some cool people. And talk to them about the cool games. But, you know, I don't need to sit here and be like, all right, we're going to fight this boss 100 times today, and we're going to see if we can eke out an extra 50 damage. Like, yeah, no, thank you. That's, nope. Like, that's cool and all. Sure, I get that some... Ah, frick. Oh, no, I can go out this way. Most of my stuff is retrospectives, guys. Like, yeah, and see, stuff like that... I think part of the thing, too, is I think what I've found... I think the first question that you kind of have to ask, especially nowadays... You know, this was different probably, like, 10 years ago. Do you want to prioritize streaming or YouTube? I think ideally... I think I would like to prioritize streaming. And that can kind of dictate what you do on YouTube, right? Because I think it's one thing if you're able to do it full time. Like if you're actually making a living off it. I'm not even close, especially now. I'm like made a lot more doing roguelike stuff. Not that this was ever like a side gig, right? I guess you could have considered side gig back then. Now it's not. But I'm having arguably more fun doing this. But because I can't do it like 100% of the time, right? Like I got a job. I got a full-time job, right? And if I want to actually get through games and play games, I can't make content that requires hours and hours of editing. I was purely asking from a game review point. Yeah, I know. I took that opportunity to ramble. Feel streaming is more privy to the whims of people than video uploads, but it's volatile, more of a gamble, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, it certainly is. You know, it comes down to if you want to have fun or you want to, I don't know. There's a lot of different stuff. There's a lot of different moving pieces, and I don't know. To be honest, I just enjoy playing games. So at this point, I'm just like, let's just not worry about it too much. Just play some games, have some fun. If people want to sit here and chat, talk about some delicious delicious broccoli bacon dinners, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Hang on tight. Here we go.
And it's, you know, there's not a lot of people in my personal life that or I shouldn't say understand, but they don't get the whole like YouTube Twitch thing, right? Like they don't, like, for example, you know, my dad has asked me 1.5 million times like how it's even possible to get paid on YouTube. And you just go like, oh, it's ads. It's like, what do you mean it's ads? It's like, it's just a foreign concept to him, you know. Most of my friends are the same. You know, they get the front end of YouTube. They don't get the back end. You know, but they kind of understand, kind of not. So I think we're that went way faster than I thought. I mean, to be fair, we smoke all these guys in one hit. Okay. Let's get that. Put this one down. 77% on Oblivion. And then there's also a part of me, I mean, going back to it again, I'm just talking out my ass here. You know, then there's another part of me that's like, oh, what about like news content? You know, I have not a news background, but I suppose, you know, people I work with in the building are news people. So I guess that's tangentially news background. And I did news for all of like a week after I finished doing gacha games. I was like, let's try and do news. And I had a pretty good video pop off. It's still on the channel. To be fair, I think it might have had Asmongold in the thumbnail. No, but I think there was another one that I did was about the game director of Final Fantasy XIV, Yoshi P. He did an interview where he talked about people taking a break from gaming. It did okay. I don't know if anybody has watched it since, but I think at its peak it might have been back then it was at like 50 or 60,000, which was not bad. Look, coming from where I was, to be fair, here's like the thing. Here's so when I was doing Genshin Impact guides, as much as Genshin and like gacha content, or not gacha content, but the whole concept of gacha gaming, you know, it's not great. Obviously, it has its issues. Dude, my guides were banging. They were getting like 30, 50, 80. I think my highest one right now is like 250,000. That content was banging at the time. But they took a lot of work. They took a lot of work. And so, you know, going from... Really what happened was going from the... Yeah, no, the gacha, I get it. Gacha's a problem. I'm very impressed with myself. I'm still playing Sword of Convalaria. I'm probably on my way out of it, to be honest. But I have not spent a single cent on that game. And I'm very proud of myself, because I probably shouldn't. You know, I'm playing with fire here. I was a gacha addict. Small addict with a small A. Let's say that. Addict with a small A. Where's another fight? Oh, hey, right below me. Love your videos. Hey, Quan. Thank you very much. I'm curious. Just humor me here, because this is kind of what we were talking about. Which videos? Like my only current... Team the dog out? Okay, got it, Jake. Like my only current Expedition 33 video, or like my old roguelike videos, or the like Dark Deity / Those Who Rule type video. I'm just curious. It's a topic that we were just talking about, which is why I bring it up. I don't normally ask people like, what video have you watched? But no, thank you. I appreciate it. We're just kind of cleaning up house here. We're kind of going... Oh, shoot. He's flying.
Time to hit big.
We're just making sure that all the Pictos that we have are unlocked for all our characters. Mid-game build? All right, cool. Cool. Good to hear. Well, thank you for checking that one out. At some point here, I would like to do... I'm probably going to do like a more... I don't know if I'm going to do an endgame build. I'm going to be honest, like... I've been hesitant on it because I feel like everybody's probably... Well... To be fair, I think everyone's doing the same thing, because I see thumbnails all the time. They're like, Mael, 2 billion damage. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing too. Like, I think everyone kind of found that Mael is broken in the end game. So it's probably not anything different, you know?
The dance begins.
I think the time has passed. That being said, we're about 9% away. I'm currently installing Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered. We're just going to go through and create a character. We're not necessarily going to play a bunch, but I want to get my character all created, because I think Thursday, when I come back, we're going to start up Oblivion Remastered. I played a crap ton of Skyrim, and I never played Oblivion, so I'm excited to jump into it and see what it's all about. I've gotten a lot of people telling me that Oblivion is actually better than Skyrim. But Skyrim was definitely more commercialized, I think. So, like, for me, that was kind of my peak of gaming was on the Xbox 360. So I played a lot. Like, I played a lot of, like, you know, Call of Duty Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, Skyrim. A lot of Skyrim. My friends weren't online. I was playing Skyrim. All right, let's go ahead and suit them up. So that'd be cool. I'm excited to check that one out. It's been... I tried to play Skyrim for before, was it before I started doing content again? I think it might have been. I think it might have been like the winter before. So it would have been the winter of 2023. I think I tried to make my own Skyrim mod pack. Oh my god, that is not fun. That is a not fun thing to do. That is so hard. And I spent probably a month working on that thing, and I never played it. And that's what I heard from most people, is that you spend more time building a mod pack than you do playing if you're trying to do that. That's a lot of crit rate. I don't need that much crit. That's fine. That's a frick ton of speed. We're good. Now for you, I think I had on... Did I have on Energy Master, or did I have... I think I had Cheater on you, just to save the points. I think I had Cheater. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, Energy Master... If I was smart, I would have favorited these. Yeah, that's just health, so that goes on CL. So I want Cheater, so we can save the 40 points. There we go. And then from here, we got to get crit rate, so we'll grab crit rate. Crit rate and speed at breaking... Yeah, so we'll take the breaking death, and we will take the... What the frick? Oh! Elder Scrolls is done. Anytime I bring this up, though, I'm going to have to learn the new theme, because I'm going to be like, Dovahkiin, Dovahkiin, bada bing bum bum bum. Bada bum, bada bum, bada bada bum bum. Bada bum 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 bum, bada bum 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 bum. Alphabetical, she had Energy Master. Where is it? Energy Master. There we go. She also had something. Oh, she needs... You have 0 defense? Yeah, you have 0 defense. At Death's Door, you definitely had. Could technically put Greater Powerless. Oh, yeah, she probably needs that. She needs speed. Actually, we could probably put... Yeah, let's do speed crit. Let's do speed crit. Let's go speed. Yeah, that's fine. It took me a while to realize that this... I'm pretty sure she's just saying, I see you, over and over and over again.
Flash through the sky.
But yeah, because I think we're done. I mean, I think... So, I don't know about weapons. I didn't look into weapons to see if we had everything unlocked. We probably have close to every weapon. There's maybe a shop or two that I didn't hit or I didn't buy from. Obviously, a lot of these weapons are not max level. Like, if you wanted to argue about, like, perfecting the game and 100%ing, we could definitely do that. That's just a lot of grinding out materials. A lot of repetition there. But yeah, we've got... So I have all of the Pictos. I've completed our Pictos collection. Ooh, Coke Zero. Yeah, I'm out. Oh, I got my Sis Coke today. The other one... Ooh, my other one had Homie on it. But yeah, so we finished these up. I kind of wish there was a number. There is a lot of small stuff like that I wish they would have added to this. You know, like a number where it says, like, X out of, you know, X out of, like, 300. So, you know, how many Pictos are in the game. A lot of little details like that I feel like were kind of glossed over a little bit. But to be fair, that is also very old school to not give you all the information. But yeah, that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. We're kind of done. One of the bosses, the name's on yesterday. I had a sudden urge to drink Monster and punch drywall. Turns out I had Kyle. Poor Kyles everywhere. I knew a Kyle like that. Beautiful Lumiere. Beautiful Lumiere. Yep. So, well, we're technically there is some stuff that we could get. I would have to New Game Plus it though, and I'm not about to New Game Plus all the way to the end to get that one freaking Nevron who killed himself. Stupid prick. Stupid prick. That was such an unfortunate Pictos too. But yeah, until you know, until they come out with DLC. Until they come out with DLC. That is, thank you, SKA. One last butt scratch. One last butt scratch. Alright. There you have it. Expedition 33. In the books. In the books. Until there is DLC to be played. And then I will 100% jump back in. But I haven't set this up at all, so hopefully this gets set up properly. Oh shit. What the frick is going on here? Why are you on two different screens? I can't even see my OBS. I don't know what the fuck OBS looks like right now. Yep, it's over on half the screen over there as well. What the shit is going on? Okay, well, you know, we're going through the trials and tribulations here of trying this out. To be fair, it's Bethesda, so I'm not surprised the game starts like this. This is just prime. This is prime Bethesda right here. Yep. 100%. Oh god. What are they doing to us? Man, you know what sucks though? Like the reality of this. So way back in the day when they first announced it, which was what, like, Jesus, what was it, like 3,000 years ago when they announced Elder Scrolls 6? With that one video clip of them just like going into mountains, and they were like, hey, we're doing this, and it's like, cool, do you have anything to show us? We got the mountains. Like, that could easily be rendered in Skyrim. Like, the fuck. There was so much hype around it. But from what I've heard, so this game technically, but I mean, while Bethesda made Oblivion, they did not make this remaster. It was outsourced, and it was done in, of course, Unreal Engine. So I'm expecting some crashes, not only from it being Unreal Engine, but also from it being Bethesda. So now I have double the chance for the game breaking. But the fact that Elder Scrolls 6 is still being done in, what is it? Is it Creation Studio? Is that what it's called? Creation Engine? It's going to be so frustrating. It's like, just fucking hire people that know how to use Unreal. But fix your shit first so I can play it. See, I didn't even touch Starfield. I knew that shit stank from a mile away. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, it's a Bethesda game, but Bethesda didn't remaster it. They outsourced it. So, while you can say, like, oh, Bethesda's hitting, you know, hitting 100 with this thing. It's like, I mean, they hit 100 back when they made it, like, 20 years ago? A little bit less than 20 years ago? What year was Oblivion? Was it 2006? 7? 8? Skyrim was 2012, right? Or 2011. 2011 sounds more correct. But, yeah, Oblivion was not. Yeah. The only good games Bethesda makes are the Doom games. Wait, Bethesda makes Doom? That's wild. Did they do the new one? Didn't the new one just come out today? Doom, the Dark Ages? They published it. Is that I'm gonna be honest, I don't know my developers. Is ID Software, is that like a what is it? A smaller studio of Bethesda? What's the word? I don't know what the word is. The only one I want to come up with is like subsidiary, but I don't that's not the right word. But yeah, they did all the Doom, Quakes, Rage. Makes sense. Yeah, Doom the Dark Ages. Oh, it's not out yet. Okay, it comes out tomorrow. Subsidiary. Oh, so it was the right word. Hey, look at that. I'm smart sometimes. Except when I don't know I am. Yeah, Doom is not really up my alley. I tried what was it? I think it was like the reboot of Doom. Not Doom Eternal, I don't think. No, it was just regular Doom, the one that came out in 2016. I tried that one. Way too fast paced for my taste. I can't aim. First person shooter on PC is not a big thing for me. But I don't have any kind of ties to Doom. You know, my dad played Doom 2. Oblivion, why are you on my secondary monitor, you frickin' dingus? Are you serious? This is what you're gonna do? Okay, I can't see OBS right now because it completely covers it, so I can't see my chat. I can't see shit. Audio, text size. Yep. What is that? That sounded like Pirates of the Caribbean there for a second. Gameplay, vibration strength. Yes, please. Difficulty level. Sure, we'll go expert. Bethesda, yes. Tell me how jank you are. You open on my secondary monitor. To be fair, it is scaling properly, and the game is actually showing in vertical. Oh my god, make me scroll all the way to the bottom of the license agreement, you fricks. Options. Okay, go into windowed mode. Thank you. Yeah, but don't go full screen. Go borderless, you dingus. Yep, it's freaking the fuck out right now. This feels about right. Oh, I just realized that this... Oh, wait, no, no. Jude, what the shit? Stop breaking. I don't... Dude, I don't know what's going on right now. It's just completely fucked. Alright, well, this is the Bethesda experience. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Jesus Christ. Oh, are we good? Nope, it broke again. Can I get in? You were fine in borderless. I just need to turn you into borderless. Or actually, you were fine bordered. Hang on here. We're getting there. We're getting there. Yep, there's that Pirates of the Caribbean theme. Oh, and you're breaking the stream. That's cool. Yep, this is literally... Dude, trust me. I can't even... Oh, there's my taskbar. Frick, I lost it. Come on! Shit! Oh, we're back! Yeah, close that shit. Get out of my face. Okay. I think... Okay. Bethesda. Bethesda! The fuck are you doing here? Don't mess up. I think it was just because it didn't like switching screens. It was trying to pop up on one, couldn't pop up on the other. Because it's... Select monitor. Thank you, you fucking prick. Holy shit. Match refresh rate. Probably don't want to uncap. Probably just want to set that to 120. Motion blur. Actually, that's probably bad for streaming. Screen space reflections. Toggle screen space reflect. Wow, that was helpful. I want to know what this is. What is it? It toggles the screen space. Yeah, no shit. What does that mean? There we go. Professional gamer. Everything turned to ultra. Lumen hardware. Ray tracing for Lumen features. We're just gonna leave those off. I don't know that I don't know about that. Balance, LSS. Yeah, that's fine. Don't need frame generation. We're gonna be pumping out 400 frames a second. We're good there. We're good there. We're good there. No, we don't need aim assist. What are we, amateurs? Yep. Yep. Oh, see, this is what Expedition 33 needed. Blood spatter visibility. Yeah, that had to go. That had to go. Okay, audio's fine. I'm assuming that you guys can hear that fine. Actually, it is a little quiet. I think I can turn it back up. For some reason, Expedition 33 was really quiet. It was really loud. I don't know why. It's fine. That's all fine. And then just controls. Cool. Yes, I would like to save those. Jesus, if you didn't save those, I was gonna be freaking mad. Oh, you know what I just thought of though? If I create a new character, am I gonna be able to like stop the game before it actually puts me in the game? Because I don't know that I necessarily want to start, like, you know, I don't want to have to play like the first 5 or 10 minutes tonight. I would rather just wait and do it all at the same time. Wait, it's stuttering right now? It's stuttering hard? Ooh, it is. It doesn't show it. Audio's 100% fine, but like 12 frame. Interesting. Because it's not showing on my end, like my stats don't show that it's dropping. And it's just when I opened up Oblivion, right? Okay, let me think. Let me think. So let me try this. Why would that be freaking it out? Okay, let me try this. Let's see if just closing the game fixes it first. Yeah, because I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm getting like 1 frame every minute. No, I don't think it's your browser because I'm seeing it on my YouTube Studio as well. But in OBS, it's not showing like drop frames. It's showing my connection is fine. Here, let me restart as well. I'm wondering. Oh shit! Well, now the stream looks fine. I'm wondering if it was a YouTube thing. Hang on, I'm doing this just as a test to see what it looks like in studio. Yeah, everything's smooth right now. You know what I wonder if it was? I wonder if it was the... Yeah, see, that's working fine. I wonder if it was just the fact that it was freaking out going from monitor to monitor. It just doesn't know what monitor it wants to start on is the problem. Like, what the fuck is this? It's not even on my second monitor. I can't even see shit. I can't start the game if I wanted to. Okay, so first of all, first things first. Like, how am I supposed to even do anything with it like this? Yeah, it's not even on my... So it's playing vertically, but on half my monitor. I gotta do this. There we go. So hang on. First of all, first things first. Okay, so let me leave this on, and let's see if the stream goes to crap. Just having it up in... The only thing that I did was turn the game off, which is kind of not a great thing. But let's see if it stays like this, or if it stays good or not in bordered mode. Before I switch over to borderless. But I might have to, luckily, like I said, tomorrow I won't be streaming, so I'll have some time to figure it out if things are going to get wonky. But on my end, it looks fine. I don't see any, it still looks smooth on my YouTube studio end. Yeah, so let's... Okay, so let's not do full screen, because that's going to frick it up. What the shit? Could you please make a game that works, Bethesda? Like, for real. Will this game not play because I have 2 vertical monitors? Oh god, I'm gonna put this thing on full screen. Hold on to your butts. That you did, and I'm pretty sure at this point you're seeing complete stutterfest again. Right? Big old stutterfest. Like, not even like the screens are flashing on and off, but literally like the screen is just like, the stream is just crapping out. Oh, hang on. Nope, it's dead again. Wait, really? On my end, it's actually freezing. My whole computer is fucked right now. The game is acting up, but the stream is fine otherwise. So it clearly has something to do with full screen. It was before. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Other than... I don't know. Like, I'm wondering... Because the only thing I can think of is perhaps if OBS is screwing up somehow. And of course, to test that, I would have to shut off OBS. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna end early tonight so I can get this kind of figured out. Because like I said, I don't know that I can necessarily like fix this working on it like this. And to be fair, that's not great. That's not great or it's entertainment of some kind. But I want to get this fixed, and I do want to get this working so we can actually play. So, you know, and I'm probably gonna get frustrated and hit some things. So, we'll call it there. We'll call it there. I know it was short. I didn't expect the tower to be. I didn't expect the tower to be that quick. I was hoping that they would chunk it up a bit, but went by pretty quick. But yeah, that's where we're gonna leave it tonight. Thanks for chilling. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'll be back Thursday, and hopefully we have things figured out. If not, we're gonna have to figure something else out. But hopefully I can rein in Bethesda here and figure out what's going on. I'm assuming that if I'm having the problem, I'm not the only one, so there's probably a forum or something that I can go on and read about and figure it out. But other than that, thank you so much for hanging out with me this evening. But other than that, yeah, have a good night. Peace.